Hey, I thought we got better yesterday. The defense was a little better than the offense. Today it was the other way around. And we keep score. So since it's 1-1, tomorrow it will be the losing side. We'll have to do a few extra push-ups or something like that. But pretty competitive day.
We can't really see the defense, so what can you tell us about the style?
Well, yeah, you know what? It's scheme-wise, it's not really much different, but there's a lot more, I guess, athleticism. And so yesterday I said we made a lot of guys get hands on the ball. Today wasn't quite as good, but Marcel's throwing a lot of stuff at him early, and I challenged the coaches. I said I want to challenge these guys mentally and physically. And so we're putting a lot more stuff than you would normally do in the first few days of camp. But then after this week, it'll be easier to absorb.
I know that there are a lot of areas where the defense can improve, but is there one particular area where you really want to see the most growth this season compared to last?
Yeah, we were so bad in so many areas for a lot of different reasons. But I don't know where we're at statistically. I know it wasn't good, but we just did not get enough quick stops, whether it was turnovers or 3 and outs, and I know that's just a lot of it's just talking about turnovers, but you got to create it. We got to create more 3 and outs. The only way to control the tempo of the game on either side is for your defense to get quick stops, and we got to be more aggressive to be able to do that.
Is there something that the defense can kind of do specifically to create more turnovers without the offense having to make a mistake?
Well, part of it's probably more confusion. It starts with that, being aggressive, playing on the ball, not being afraid to make a play, so to speak, and having confidence. And I think some of that confidence comes naturally with experience. When you're a freshman, you're just afraid to not get beat, and just do your assignment, and that's a bad mentality to take. And I think we've taken that a little bit in the last couple years. And Coach Yates and, of course, the rest of us coaches are going to continue to push playing confidently because we got good players. A lot of people don't know who they are, but we've got some good players over there, and we just got to play more confidently.
No question about huddling. That's the last time we saw you against ASU.
Yeah, we huddled up. It's a trick play for us. We did a lot of trick plays in the last game, huddling up a whole bunch, and the linemen enjoyed it. They got to hold hands and sing Kumbaya for a couple seconds, and then get up on the line and that old school stuff. And we still huddling now. We mix it up a little bit, but that's not. Our identity is to try to play fast.
You've been striving probably since you got here to have 20, 22, 24 guys on defense that you can utilize. Do you feel like you're close to having that with this new group, even if you have to play young guys?
We're going to force ourselves to, and that's hard to do as a coach when you think a young guy's not ready or this. But we have to force ourselves to play more people on defense and play more people on offense. And if we don't, it's all back on us as coaches. So we're going to do it.
Why is that important?
Well, because you run so many plays nowadays, and to keep guys fresh. And what's happened, of course, the last couple of years, we had so many guys hurt. If you're playing a bunch of them, and a guy's played a lot, he's going to get experience. But all of a sudden, if you're not playing a guy, and then 4th or 5th game of year, he's thrust into the first time with extensive playing time, he's going to be playing like a rookie. So we have to force our guys, if nothing else, to prepare for the depth that we're going to need throughout the season. The last couple of years, it's our lack of depth, our lack of preparing for the lack of depth has really hurt us.
What did Jacob Colacion show you in spring?
I'm glad he's healthy and he's going to play. He's an athletic guy, a smart football player, and last year he was just coming off the injury, and so we had to redshirt him. But he's full go now, and he's going to be playing a lot of football for us.
Marcel said that you guys have some more beef on the defensive line. Are you comfortable with their size?
Not completely. I think we're bigger. We're still not as big as we need to be, but or will be. But we have a little bit more size, and again, we've got to play more of them. And we structured defensively with the coaches now. I got 2 guys coaching the the down here. 1 guy, Coach Amy, for the inside guys, and Coach Norr for the outside guys. And because it's such a harder position to play now, especially at defensive end, that I like the way we got it broke down. And some linebackers that we consider maybe linebacker, both kind of a linebacker and defensive end. So we've got more guys there now.
Some of the players yesterday were complimentary of Gary Brightwell. What have you seen of him?
Yeah, he's a young freshman that's going to be pretty good at slot too. He wanted to play and learn some slot starting today, and and we're going to do that with him. So, football is really important to him. He's got a lot of athletic ability, and he looks like, just a couple of days, but he looks like what we thought he was when we signed him.
What is the schedule regarding shoulder pads, full pads?
Yeah, tomorrow, next 2 days will be what we call shells practice. It'll be shoulder pads and just thudding. And then the 5th practice is when you can go live. So we're still going at night. Now they'll lift in the mornings and meet and practice in shells at night. And the first 2 days, like I told the team, everybody has enthusiasm the first day, and it kind of drops a little bit as camp goes along. I thought today for a day 2 intensity was pretty good. It wasn't good early, and I yelled, a little bit more than I probably should have or needed to or normally would have to. But after the first few periods, the intensity picked up, and it was a solid practice.
Jalen's